Hey guys, I actually had a completely different video planned for today, but today's been wild. I'm joined by Will today.
Hey guys, what's up?
And I'm going to start with some backstory. Basically, for the last 2 years, what did you pounce at? Last 2 years, these local youths have been like harassing me and Beryl. They've been ringing our doorbell. They've egged our house. They've threatened us on the street. They threatened Beryl on the street. One of them said they were going to knock Beryl out. The 15 of them surrounded me and, tried to beat me up. It didn't go well for them, but they tried. And today we just had another incident, and it's been quiet for so long. We've had like 4 glorious months of nothing happening, and it's been so nice. And all I wanted was for these little pricks to leave me alone, right? If they left me alone, why would I have a problem? I don't give a shit, right? What they do. As long as they leave me alone, I don't care. If they'd left me alone, everything would have been fine, right? Now, a lot of you guys are going to be asking with COVID, why is Will here? Well, 1, he can get tests at his university, so we know we're COVID safe. And 2, Will is down here because he's got an upcoming court case, and I'm going to let him explain as much of that as he feels comfortable. Some of you Twitch subs will know it because we posted it in the Discord server, but go ahead, Will.
Yeah, so for those of you who may not know, I had a friend by the name of Dean. We were like very close friends. We were on a night out together. And unfortunately, he got assaulted. And then, unfortunately, because COVID is so busy and his injury was so severe, he unfortunately sort of passed away. So, yeah. Nah, it's okay. But, it's been, like, really hard for me at the minute. So, like, coming to see Duncan, spending some time with my friends is obviously, like, it's helped a lot. Like, honestly, it really has. And I appreciate you so much for that, by the way.
No, it's
Thank
fine.
You so much.
Dude, you come down anytime you want.
But, yeah.
So that made you a little bit sensitive.
It sort of touched the nerve. Yeah,
touched the nerve with today's event. So today, right, we're just walking down the high street. We just wanted to get a Costa, right? I was just trying to pick up coffee for me, Will, my wife, right? We wanted to have Saturday morning, treat ourselves. We even considered making coffee at home.
Yeah,
that's the worst part.
Because he had like, what was it?
Mexican mochas.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I make a Mexican mocha at home? No, let's walk to Costa, get Beryl a treat, walk back up. So Beryl didn't come with us. We popped into like a little shop on the high street. We got some really nice coffee beans for tomorrow's coffee. We got some biscotti. We were having a great time. We walk out and there's a group of lads in front of us. And I know, right, that 2 of them, of the 3, were 2 of these little shits that have been bothering us. But it stopped for 4 months, so we weren't bothered. And we were just walking down the high street and they were what? You'd say 12 to 15 feet, maybe even more ahead of us.
Yeah, like quite a distance, I think. There was quite a distance in between us.
Yeah, and then one of them turned around, saw us. Like, he was just spinning around being, a kid walking down the street.
Yeah, as a kid would, yeah.
Yeah, spins around, sees us, starts talking with his mates, and they get slower and slower and slower on this street until we're 2 feet away behind them, because we're just walking and talking. We weren't even paying that much attention. Oh, okay, yeah, you can... Hey, if you want to go, what do you want? Oh, he wants to sit more comfortably. Okay. You're interrupting story time. You're interrupting story time.
People are going to click on this video now just to see Teo.
Yeah. So we end up 2 feet behind these kids. He just wants to play. All right, yeah, chew on me. That's fine. That doesn't show you as a mean cat or anything. So we're 2 feet behind these kids, and they keep turning and like talking about us. And you can tell they're saying he's a YouTuber. That's why the kids started harassing me, by the way. The local kids found out I did YouTube and stuff. And they're like, oh, he's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. Eventually, we just walked around them. We were like, screw this. They kept spreading out and stopping us going past. It was very obviously deliberate. So we just walk around them and go past. And one of them's like, hey, Duncan. I'm like, oh, what? And he's like, you heard me.
So we kind of just like turn around.
What did he say? He just said, "Hey, Duncan."
Yeah, and it was the weirdest like altercation ever. We kind of just like turn around and we were just like.
And then one of them walks up. One of them walks up and is like being relatively friendly.
Yeah.
He was like, "So you do YouTube then?" Yeah. Why is your name DuncanCantDie? Well, it's a joke, innit? Because Duncan MacLeod, and he's like, "Can you not die?" And I'm like, "No, Duncan MacLeod is my name. There's a character from a show called Highlander named Duncan MacLeod, and he's immortal. And it's bad for SEO to use my name because if you search Duncan MacLeod, you get like 8 million results. I don't want to be result 8 million out of 8 million. So I'm like, he took my name, I'll take his. He's immortal, Duncan can't die. That's the joke behind the name, right? And I explained that. And he seemed like really offended by the explanation.
Yeah, it was
the fact that I had like a reasonable explanation.
Kind of like took like a little step back. He's like, wait,
he's
what?
like, wait,
what?
Yeah. And then he started going, just shut up. Just shut up. And I'm like, what? You asked me a question.
Yeah, you asked me a question.
And when I said that incredulously, he stepped up like this far away from me and started going in my mouth, in my face with COVID, and he was not wearing a mask, by the way. Just starts going,
at all.
All right then, and then he goes, "I'm gonna knock you out." At which point, Will and I were like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
Got to be clear here. These kids are like 5'9", right?
5'10" at the most.
5'10" for the tallest one of them, who didn't even get that involved. But like, they're 90 pounds dripping wet. Other than the two, well, two of them quite fat, but there's no muscle on them whatsoever, right? You know they're not trained because the way he was standing. And he goes, "I'm gonna knock you out." And I'm like, you know what? 2 years of harassment? Go for it. I want you to punch me in the face. Because if you punch me in the face, I have a strong charge for grievous bodily harm, which is an indictable offense, which means I can, one, citizens arrest him right then and there, which would have been so satisfying.
That would have been brilliant.
And two, get the police involved on an indictable charge, which means no, youth justice, none of that nonsense. No, it's a real charge, assault, whatever. And this kid pushes me as hard as he can. He like leans back, double hand pushes me, and I take one step back with one foot.
That was the funniest thing, because like, I saw it and I was kind of just like laughing at myself.
But then he puts his hands up, and I think that triggered you.
Yeah,
right?
and I was just like, oh no.
Not again.
Oh no. Because I saw you take the stance as well, and I was just like
I got stepped back. Yeah,
I was like, I gotta go.
This kid put his hands up, and Will, hero that he is, just jumped in the middle and literally just shut the kid down by grabbing his elbows and pulling his elbows back to his body, because the kid had put his hands up like this.
Yeah.
So what was like, well, show them.
Yeah, I was literally
like
just
this,
saw that you
and Will
grab.
just goes no, and then he
like,
tried to push Will away like this, and he pushed himself backwards like 4 steps.
Yeah.
At which point, obviously, he was really embarrassed, and he goes, "Fight me, fight me." Uses the I'm not gonna say it on YouTube because I might get in trouble.
Yeah.
Tail, we'll go downstairs in a minute and I'll get you food. I know you're hungry.
Yeah.
But he's like, fight me, and he uses, the gay slur with the F. He used slurs starting with P and all of this, like just a bunch of slurs.
Typical like 14, 15-year-old
it's just not. At which point I'm like, I'm not going to fight a child. I'm going to ring the police. You pushed me. It's minor assault, but it's still assault. Now, do I wish he'd punched me in the face? Of course I do. That would have been glorious.
That would have been
because the serious assault charge. Okay, off you go then. Big boy. Look at the big boy.
He's a chungus now.
Yeah, he really is. So, yeah, it's an indictable offense if he had punched me, which I really would have liked, but unfortunately, not so much. So then I'm on the phone with the police dispatch. I say what's happened. They say they're going to send officers on the way, and then these kids start walking away. Now, 2 years, right? And I've dealt with the police lots of times, and one of the issues with dealing with the police is they're like, we didn't catch them, we didn't have the exact people, all we've got is your description, that's not good enough. And it's not the fault of it's a little bit the fault of the police, but a lot the fault of the system. It's very, very difficult to prosecute, arrest, or anything a minor
if you don't have like
them literally caught red-handed, like absolutely caught red-handed. So I started following them because I'm like, not again. That last time 15 kids surrounded me, threatened me, one of them had a knife, and the police were like, we didn't catch him in the act, we didn't catch him, we didn't arrive and see them, so no. And nothing came of that. So this time we followed them, and we followed them until they gave up. The police eventually showed up. While we were following them, throwing all kinds of slurs. They insulted you a lot.
Calling me like a fat C-word,
they're calling
whatever.
him. They're calling him fat, right? I guarantee you, the 2 fat ones of them weigh more than Will.
Yeah,
and that they're 5'9".
Yeah.
So Will's a
like,
6
I'm
He's a 6'2" big boy. I'm 6 foot. Look at this. I'm 6 foot. That's a big boy right there, right? So yeah, of course Will is probably as heavy as them, but they had a lot more weight on them. Especially that guy they called on the bike, the adult. Yeah. They're like, we're gonna get an adult to come fuck you up.
I was like, bro, you look like Patrick Star.
And then they basically called like, it looked like someone's uncle or like,
it was like it looked
some
like
dude they went to school with.
Yeah, like a distant like family member. Or
he's on
like
his
that.
bike and it's like this huge heavy set guy.
He's got like did he have a newspaper? I swear he had like a newspaper thing on the side of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Like
maybe no, it was like a courier bag.
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily like he was delivering newspapers on his bicycle at like 30 years old.
Yeah,
but Can you imagine? So anyway, this guy like gets there, and one of the kids runs across the street to talk to him, and it's like, ugh. And the guy's like looking at us and like,
yeah, like giving us
eyes, and then the kid's like, oh, and he's called the police, and the guy immediately was like, nope.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
No, I'm good. And he's like, you shouldn't be bothering kids. And I'm like, I'm not bothering anyone. I'm just sitting here waiting for the police so they can get arrested for assault.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, oh, assault kids. You shouldn't call the police on kids. What was I meant to do then?
Yeah,
he just said I should.
There and let him punch you in the face.
The guy said you shouldn't fight kids, right? I agree. That is absolutely true. Guy on bike, ginger fat twat on bike. I agree with you. I should not fight kids. You were 100% correct with that statement. Your second statement was you shouldn't call the police on kids. Now tell me, if a kid is trying to assault me, is threatening to punch me, has physically laid hands on me, what I'm meant to do if I can't fight them?
Yeah.
The answer is call the authorities who can deal with this criminal behavior, because no matter how you put it, even if you don't think a push is a big deal, he was escalating, he was threatening me.
Yeah.
They know where I live. They know where I live with my wife.
Yeah.
It was assault.
Things could have been a lot worse. Like, put it that way.
Exactly.
It could have been way worse.
So, and if Will hadn't separated us, like the guy was ready to throw hands, and eventually I would have had to defend myself, and that would not have ended
you
well.
Can't just sit there like taking punches. Like you have to do something.
That would not. Like, what was I do? Well, actually, to be honest, after the strength of his push, I think I
probably could have just like tripped him up and like pinned him down.
I could have
Like,
just done
worked.
this and taken punches all day.
Yeah.
Like, I could have just covered up, and he would have gassed himself out before he hurt me. Probably. He was not a strong lad, and there are some people 15, 16 who are incredibly strong. I know a couple of weightlifters down the gym I go to who are like 16 years old and lift heavy. He's not one of them, right? Like he's just this like dude, fat little douche. You could tell from the way he put his hands up.
Yeah, he was kind of looking like this.
Very wide.
It's like he's going for like a cat fight. Like, I'm gonna hit you, Duncan.
I do fighting. I do, with his hands up like this, and it's like, but the whole point of putting your hands up is to guard your face.
I'm just gonna do this.
It's just like. Anyway, look, we're taking the mick, but it's still serious, right?
Yeah, it's a serious
These kids
matter.
instigated, they assaulted me. Will separated us, which, you know, thank you, Will, for doing that.
Yeah.
We called the police. Police arrive. All of a sudden, the kids are like, nothing happened. Nothing happened. They're following kids. They're this, they're that. It's like, we've got video. We got CCTV from outside the fucking place. We've got Will as a witness, and he's a credible witness.
Yeah,
right.
Like, it was literally right in front of me. So
we gave our witness statements and got our Costa and got home super late.
It was a good ass Costa.
Ooh, did you like the pink?
Yeah,
the pink chocolate Frostino. Yeah,
so
I went for the
I've never had like a Frostino like properly before. I don't think.
I went for the new like spiced toffee.
Yeah,
it's like a spiced toffee mocha. Oh, you get the spiced toffee hot chocolate, guys, and then you just go put 3 shots of coffee in it.
Yeah.
Just put 3 shots of coffee in.
So much better than G Fuel, by the way.
Yeah, so much better than G Fuel because it at least tastes good.
Yeah.
Talking of G Fuel, that was the video that was meant to go up today. Keep your eyes open. We're going to be talking about G Fuel. But that was story time with Duncan, completely unedited. I'm not sure I'm even going to send this to Beryl. Oh no, she needs background music, and it needs a little bit of like rendering. So
that's probably a good idea.
So that it uploads anytime soon. Anyway, audio balancing and stuff for Beryl aside, there's no editing here. This was just story time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little story, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and yeah, my hair does look dreadful today. I'm sorry. It was windy, and I didn't want to put product in it. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it, huh? Huh? What are you going to do about it? Have you seen the bald spot? Have you seen the bald spot from my surgery? Look at this. It hasn't even grown back yet. Look at that. Look at that. You going to insult my hair? You can insult my hair. That's fine, because I got a bald spot from surgery. I'm just trying to hide that until it grows back. It, you know.
Yeah, just...
I had a tumor cut off, guys.
Yeah.
I have to hide it.
Just don't ask. I need a haircut. I'm sorry.
I think your hair looks great.
Yeah,
dude.
some people say like, you should grow it out.
I think you should.
Like,
I think it's a glow up, bro.
Yeah.
I think you are glowing up. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.